Hey everyone, Jacob here, and in this video I wanted to share with you a e-commerce checkout template I've been working on. And interestingly, I looked at three leaders. So I looked at Amazon, Etsy, and eBay as a source of inspiration of this template here. And I looked for some common patterns, common elements that all three had. And that's how basically this Figma template came to be. Okay, so it's going to be released as a freebie, and there will be a link in the description. And one other little extra thing that I've done this time around compared to some kind of previous templates is I actually turned this into an auto layout. Auto layouts are basically a way of organizing a screen that aligns and adjusts everything accordingly. So it took me a little while, but basically if you start adding elements, everything will be automatically adjusted. And I've done this for desktop and mobile. So some of the kind of key elements that here you see on as a little checklist, I identified 5 common elements. So one being kind of the kind of order total. Okay, all companies here reviewed have this, right? It basically shows how much the breakdown of your price and subtotal and shipping and taxes and whatnot. Second, they also have obviously a clear call to action, confirm and pay or submit your order. Third, they also show where the items being shipped to will be sent over. Okay, so that's eBay, that's Etsy, and Amazon. Fourth, they show a payment method. So an ability to kind of choose or change the way that something will be paid for. And last but not least, the actual item. The item with various shipping options if they're available. Okay, so that pretty much sums up what I found, typically what goes onto checkout screens. And again, this little template captures those elements. Also wanted to kind of quickly hint at some of the differences that are visible between when comparing some of these kind of screens. First one being just a layout difference between Amazon and eBay. And Amazon and Etsy, what we see is like the shipping address and payment methods are kind of more horizontally aligned, closer together, versus eBay makes use more of a vertical layout. So one little tiny difference, whether it has an effect or not, or has positives or negatives, advantages, disadvantages, I'm not sure, but just kind of pointing this out. Maybe that's something that could be considered while you're designing your checkout screens, or maybe something that you can then A/B test or so forth. Moving on to some other changes or differences rather, Amazon versus eBay. Amazon has been observed to kind of add like delivery instructions for the recipient there. Or another change, depending on how calls to actions are displayed and where they're displayed. Amazon has them first thing above the fold, kind of almost like the first element high up, and it repeats them at the bottom. eBay tends to only show them further down. Etsy actually has a sticky floating button. Furthermore, Amazon, Etsy, eBay have all different button labels. Place your order versus kind of a submit your order to Toronto, so personalized with the city or the destination city. Is this better or worse? I'm not sure. Raises a question, something to be potentially experimented with, measured, and decided upon. More so, Etsy has been observed to add like expiry on the payment method, versus Amazon and eBay keep it rather simple and just show the last 4 digits to confirm the payment method. And finally, mobile layout differences. Amazon has placed the shipping details kind of last on the at the bottom of the screen, versus Etsy kind of has it in between, in the middle, and eBay puts the same kind of information as the first item on the long kind of mobile screen. So some questions, some considerations. There's other ones. Of course, if you want to kind of go into the little details there, all these screens are also part of the Figma template as a source of inspiration. So hopefully this was useful, and hopefully this leads to some better checkout experiments or designs, and stretches your design playing field. All right, cheers.